K.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome back to Wednesday Walks with Lady K, and today the topic is teach me. You're probably saying, Lady K, teach me what? Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to teach one another of what you like and how you like to be talked to in a relationship. Listen, I think that a lot of relationships fail is because of communication. And we all have different communication styles. And of course, the long saying is that, women are from Venus and men are from Mars. But at the end of the day, we're pretty much saying the same things, but we're saying it in different ways. And I understand sometimes you're trying to comprehend what that person is saying, but if you truly pay attention, you can kind of grasp, what they're trying to say to you. And that's another key thing too in the relationship. You're teaching the person, right? But the main thing is, in order for you to teach, right? Because you're teaching them, right? They have to study. That's another big problem in relationship. Enough of us are not studying our partners. They're trying to teach you something, but you ain't paying attention. You're not doing the due diligence. You're not doing your work. So many people say, oh yeah, I want the relationship, but you're not willing to put the effort in. And please, let me tell you something. Stop wasting people time. I'm trying to say, people are trying to, there's people out there that's actually really trying to find love. They want love, they need to feel love, and they want their partner to want them. It's crazy that, nobody should have to flip just to get your attention. If you're no longer interested, remove yourself from the table. But for that partner that you're really interested in and you see long term, then pay attention. You'll be less frustrated. Pay attention to what they're trying to teach you. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Ladies, you do not teach a man how to be a man. He should already know how to be a man. Same things, fellas. You should not have to teach that woman how to be a lady. She should know how to be a lady. But you have to communicate how you want to be treated, how you like things. And if that person is not with it, then just remove them or remove yourself and keep it moving. Let me tell you something. I gotta share this experience with you guys. And there's nothing wrong. I didn't do a ghosting move. It was just like I was no longer interested. So I removed myself. And I'm sorry. Men do it all the time. So what's wrong when a woman do it? Because I just want to share this personal story of mine. So a friend of mine introduced me to his friend. He was cool. We kicked it a little bit. We had a little bit of fun. But then after hanging out with him a little bit, I was like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work for myself. So I just removed myself. And and he called me and texted me, and I didn't respond. And normally, I'm always giving somebody something, these long messages, and and sometimes you just gotta cut the cord. You ain't gotta say nothing because the energy was already felt. Okay? And a lot of times people don't even want you. They just like having that feeling that, oh, this person's still around, but the moment you disconnect from them, they in their feelings. But like I said, long story short, I just decided not to call him back. And like I said, normally that's not my norm, but I was just teaching him, like, listen, this ain't gonna work. So I just removed myself. And I'm only saying that to you because when you feel not wanted, or when you feel like the energy is not correct, or when you feel this is not going no place, just remove yourself. And there's nothing wrong with it because the person's going to catch on. They're going to move on. They're going to go talk to somebody else. So I advise you to do the same. However, for the person that you are interested in and you're trying to take the time to teach them, sometimes we don't have to come out and say it directly. We can show like what we like, what our dislike is, and hopefully the other person is paying attention because you're giving them the cues of of the do's and the don'ts. Now, I also say this too, a lot of us have different love languages. And this is why I stress the fact that it is so important for you to spend time with yourself, to know yourself, so you can communicate with your spouse what your needs and wants are. See, a lot of people just think, oh, they should already know. They don't know. You know, especially if you're brand spanking new into that relationship. Now, if you've been together for 10, 15, 20 years, and brothers, you don't know what she like, you don't know her love language, that means you haven't been studying her. And that's why there's a conflict in your household, because trust me, there's a lot of people that I know that's been married or been together for that long, and the other spouse is clueless on what their spouse like. So to avoid that, teach that person, right, the things that you like. They will eventually gravitate, right? Let them know what your love language is. If you like to be touched, there's a lot of touches out there. People need to be touched. First of all, I don't think you're a human being if you don't like to be touched. People say, oh, I don't like to be touched. I get it to a certain degree, but then, you know, you want to be touched by the right person. Even if the person is touching your hands, even if the person give you a kiss, that's a touch right there. That's a form of intimacy. Fellas, please be alarmed that ladies like intimacy. Intimacy is just not, that's not intimacy. Intimacy is not just bringing her to the bed. It's what you do before you bring her to the bed. What did you tell her today? Did you text her today? Did you tell her that I love you today? Did you bring her roses? Did you text her, say, hey, I'm having a busy day, but I'm thinking about you? Those little things matter. That's intimacy. Because you got to get into me. You see what I'm saying? You got to get into the person. Ladies, stop walking around with a bonnet on your head. Stop walking around the house in sweats. Yes, I understand at times you want to feel comfortable in your own home, right? But guess what? You, yourself, should dress up because you feel good about yourself. You see what I'm saying? It starts with you feeling you. Because when you do that, you're showing that person, this is what I'm about. I feel good about myself. And then when you do that, listen, let me hold on before I go to my next moment. I didn't say you gotta walk around your house in heels and, you know, face beat, looking like you're going to a gala or a dinner party. I didn't say you have to do that. But what I am saying is, you know, you can wear some cute leggings and a nice crop top. You know, yeah, you can, you know, put a little makeup on, or maybe even put the lips on, and you can still have, you know, some sandals on, or maybe your flats. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the part of stop looking like you're another dude in your house, and then you wonder why he don't look at me the same. It's effort. It's work. Yes, you can have those down days, but for the most part, you should be able to still look good in your household. You know what I'm saying? Still look attractive. Don't be looking like Houdini. That's not cute. Fellas, okay, let me tell you something, because I got on the ladies. We don't want to just see you in your boxers. We don't want to just see you in your sweats all the time. Now, gray sweats, ladies, we already know how we feel about that. But there are times you're going to have to switch it up, or, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to see the holes in your underwears. We don't want to see the holes in your socks. And you know what? And there's a lot of people I know that do this, right? Oh, this is grown folks conversation. I don't have the kids around. There's a lot of people that like to sleep naked. I said sometimes put on your silk boxers. Put on your silk robe. You know what I'm saying? That's sexy. That right there is so sexy. You put the effort in. Y'all always say y'all visual creatures. But guess what? Us women, we like to look at you too. If you got a nice six-pack, you know, let us see it. Take the shirt up around the house. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't be hiding that good that you got blessed with because you work so hard on it. You put the effort to, you know, to do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Listen, when you go out to dinner with her, put some shoes on. You don't want to see you in sneakers all the time. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to give y'all some nuggets on, you know, how to look good. And then, you know, you're teaching that person about you, and you're letting them know that, you know what, you know, I'm in it for the long run. So a lot of the times too is that the miscommunication gets read sometimes, and you always want to make sure that you are clear. You want to make sure that you actually sit down and you tell the person verbatim, well, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. I appreciate if you don't do this. Do you know in that moment, that day, how you made me feel because you said something about my weight? Fellas, You have to find a nice and appropriate way to say something about her weight, and vice versa too, ladies. You know, if he, got a little toe, you be like, you know what, let's work out together. You see, it's your choices of words. The choices of words make a big difference. You have to know if you like to be talk gentle, then talk gentle to your spouse. And then I gotta say this too. And this comes on doing work within yourself. Sometimes when you're so used to people talking down to you, beating you down, that's what you expect. But sometimes, not, I'm gonna rephrase that, not sometimes, you gotta do that inner work to get that out of you. That is not cool. I think I shared my story with you guys before, how I used to be a yeller. Nobody wants to hear another grown person yelling at them, as they talking, because you know why I was yelling? Because I was frustrated, because I kept repeating myself, and I do not like to keep repeating myself and telling you what I like and what I don't like, and you're not hearing me. But at the same time too, I have to take responsibility for me trying to get through to that person through yelling. And guess what? That yelling was a taught behavior. So I gotta ask you, what toxic taught behavior are you implementing in your relationship, and are you removing it? Because you have to remove it. Nobody wants to be around an angry person all the time. And another thing too, people feel your energy. If you're always walking around with that anger inside and stuff like that, and you want your spouse, so again, the message here is doing the work. Teach that person how you want to be treated, and communicate effectively. And that's going to take some practice. It's not going to come overnight. Sometimes it's not easy for one person. It might be easy for the other. But then for the person that it comes easy to, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to be patient enough for that person to come around? Are they showing you that they want it? They have to show you that they want it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes we get complacent and we get comfortable. Sometimes you gotta shake it up and get uncomfortable. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that message resonated in your spirit. I thank you for being with me today. Catch me next week, which is our last week, as I talk about distractions and how to avoid them. I'll see you guys next week. And again, you already know, Lady K Enterprises, we are here to serve you with your financial needs. We help you with your life insurance. We help you with your business needs. We help you with your taxes. So definitely visit our website at www.ladykenterprisesinc.com, and you can call our office at 570-330-7054. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lady K.